Pisces, my darling, soon as I chose you, the first message was angelic. Yeah, this is an angelic situation. Angels, angelic, Angelica could be your name also, but it's a very angelic situation coming towards me. So many, you could be called Angel, Angela, Angelic, Angelise. Yeah, all of these angels' names. We're talking about earth angels. Male or female, I'm connecting with a whole group of Pisces that are earth angels, and boy is this a wake up call for you today. There's going to be a lot of messages in here. I get Julian, yeah, Julius, Jeliah, Jariah, Javon, Jay Sean, all of those kind of names, right? So take what resonates. I'm talking to someone coming from a state like Texas, deep south, South Carolina as well. Straight away, there's a new beginning looking at me, Pisces. Yeah, you've been heartbroken, you've broken up from someone that you love, or something's broken your heart. You could have traveled somewhere. You thought you was going to have a new beginning in a new part of the world, a new state, a new area. And the truth of the matter is, it hasn't worked out. I feel like you moved in with your boyfriend, moved in with your lover or partner. You could have suffered domestic abuse, violence, arguing. The police could have been called. There could have been someone getting incarcerated, someone getting beaten up by the police. You know, there's all this stuff, especially in America, with police and fighting and black people getting mistreated by the police. It looks like it could have been a high profile news case in your area. This could have been on the news in your state. I feel like I'm connecting with someone from America who's been caught up in a police battle, even like a gun battle your partner was caught up in. I don't see them passing away. I could see just real abuse by the police, invading your house, invading your space. Yeah, that created real issues at work because it was on the news. It was about you, what was going on. Yeah, you could also even be a police officer as well, and you're worried about your reputation, worried about what your family and friends are going to say, worried about what it means to be a police officer from your race and background, being judged in your community. If you're a police officer, a black police officer is at that, you've come from the hood, the ghetto, and you're now doing this, you're going to be judged by family and friends, probably disown you, not want you around because they know they do a lot of illegal shit. So you've had to change your lifestyle, lose a lot of family and friends to this, but your money's going to be better off whatever you're doing. Don't worry, if this is what you wanted to do all your career, work for the federale, yeah, FBI, CIA, MI5, you want to apply for some kind of job in government, do something different with your life. Wow, that's your intuition. I know it's been scary, I know it's been overwhelming, but you've had to accept that all your life this has been your dream career, the dream job that you want. You're really gifted at this. Whatever this is you're doing, you're meant to be doing this. I know you've been scared because it means you're going to be alone. If you live with family and friends, you knew they were going to disown you. They weren't going to let you do this. Wow, I've never done a reading like this. Let me slow down. Whew. Really a lot of energy coming at me, okay? Because this is like a coming out story. And let me tell you what I mean by that, because this isn't coming out as gay or lesbian or psychic or clairvoyant, and which I always talk about those stories of coming out. But this is coming out as a higher level professional. This is coming out as a police officer. This is coming out as an FBI agent. This is coming out as a president, a governor, a mayor, a councillor. You're gonna be very successful in your line of work. I see governors, politicians. I see police officers, but high ranking, working in a prison guard. Even someone who works for the FBI, works in the White House, a job that you wouldn't easily get from the hood. I'm seeing someone, the trailer park. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, I still live at the trailer. Yeah, I live at the trailer with my mom. That's what I get. I get 8 Mile shit. Yeah. Always, you would never be expected to be able to do this from what you've come from and the life that you've come from. You've withdrawn from everyone because you know you're going to be judged for the life that you're choosing to have. It's been conflictual. Because you know, when you look at this career, it's all you want. It's the life that you want. It's the dream come true. You know it's a firm foundation. You know you're going to be financially stable. You know you're discontent and bored when you do anything else that isn't this life and career. But boy, is it scary to move forward in your power, because then you just only will have the memories of the past. You won't have your mum, your father, your brothers and your sisters, at least initially, because they're not going to know how to adjust or accept you for who you've become, especially if it's you being a police officer and they go around smoking drugs and taking drugs, smoking weed, living an illegal life, yeah? Still trying to do things underhanded. And you're now an official person, you can't be associated with all of that crime. You can't be anywhere near it. Because you've got to have a firm foundation. So it is an obstacle and it is a challenge, because this is what drives you forward. This is what you love. This is what you've always dreamed of. But you can't be near anyone doing any illegal activity. You can't do anything. It's not like you're going to report them, or you even have the obligation to report them. In some of your line of work, you will, actually. Because actually, if you're a police officer, and I don't know what the laws are, but if you're an actual police officer and you stumble across someone committing a crime in front of you, and you walk, like, this is what I get in my head, right? You go to your cousin's house, and as soon as you open the front door, normally you can go into the kitchen and they're whipping up some crack. They be singing, "I got that cocoa," right? They've got a bag of crack in the bathroom. They've got a bag of crack in the kitchen. Yeah? They've got crack in the bedroom. You know this. You know this. You know this, man. Now I'm getting rush hour in my head. But the truth of the matter is, now that you are officially the blue, I want to say, you can't be around that. You can't roll up to the house and go to the family barbecue where everyone's getting high and the kitchen's full of crack, because you can't. Duh. So you have to accept that, and they have to accept that, and you haven't got to suffer in silence unless you're undercover and you're in a elite task force where you're obviously undercover and no one's allowed to know. Then fair enough, you can still do stuff and not blow your cover and be around, and you haven't got to report stuff. But I feel like if you're blue, there's an obligation for you to report shit sometimes, even when you see it when you're off duty. So that means you can't fuck with certain people anymore. They're out of your life for good. Because the truth of the matter is, in your rank, and the rank that you do have, and your belief in the system, if you've gone through the academy, yeah, you're going to want to make sure you do your job correctly and right all the fucking time. This is for one person, guys. Jesus Christ. Whoever this is, you best hit like and value this content, because I've done... there's no way that this content is for loads of people who are now police officers, unless there's the whole police academy who just graduated sharing my content. Please do. But this is clearly just for one person, so I don't know how we relate this to everyone else. Either way, it's a new career, right? Because we're not going to hold on this one police officer who is getting a much better life. And that's difficult. That's the difficult situation of it all, yeah? You have your dream and your passion. Because it's unaligned to what your ecosystem does and what your society and community does, you're being encouraged to not do it. Why are you going to go and join the police force? Why are you going to go and work with them? They're everything we stand against. But they're everything you stand for. So I'm so sorry, but I'm born alone. I came out of the vagina alone. I don't owe it to my mother or my father, to anyone else. I owe it to God, and I owe it to myself, and I owe it to my dreams to follow this. So that means you lot can not talk to me anymore. You can shun me in the streets. You can agree to disown me. If that means that you live with a family and they're going to kick you out, then accept it and go in and live in a hostel for a month. And then once you get your first pay from your new job, there you go. You start building your brand new life and working your way up from the ground with your brand new life. Yeah? Because some of you, it may be that. It may be you have to leave and move into a hostel until you start getting by the time you get your third salary, then you'll have enough down payment for rent of your own place. It's going to take a while to get yourself on your feet, I know, but you'll be better off. A year from now, you'll have more money than you've ever had. You won't be supporting your family with money anymore, having to do all the stuff and pay everyone anymore. Yeah, your family will look at you I'm getting the have you seen the TV show on My Block, is it called? I love On My Block. It's like Mexican, is that the right word? Latin American kind of show. I'm not culturally wise when it comes to America. I don't know how to explain it. But On My Block, I've watched every single series on Netflix. I love it. But it's if you come from like a Mexican background, it's like all the kind of whole hey Hesse, like, what you doing on my block, Hesse? You know this my block. Are you selling out the family, Hesse? Like, what? Like, that's all I'm getting in my head, is that kind of culture, right? If that's the case, then the truth of the matter is, yeah, they're not going to fuck with you anymore. They're not. They're going to go nowhere near you. And that whole gang, that whole group, they're all going to look at you as like, oh, you're scum to us now. You're a sellout. Like, whatever. And either way, at the end of the day, you leave, you move on. 3 months from now, you will get your money back up. You will get your own property. Tell your boss. Tell whoever, whatever department you're working from, and say, right, I'm leaving. I want this job and I'm accepting it. But I need you to know that my family have now disowned me because of this. I need you to know that I'm now going to have to move into a hostel or supported accommodation. I'm going to be struggling financially for the first 3 months until I can get back on my feet. Make your boss your new ally, your new friend, because you're going to need someone you can rely on. And if you're losing all of your family for this, then you're going to have to gain a family. And that's going to be your, I want to say your camaraderies. What's the word? Comrades. Your Conrads on your new family. That's how it works in the blue anyway. Or whatever corporation this is. That's your new family now. So you let all of them know. I think even one of them may have a spare room and you can move in with them. So your team that you're working with, when you start working, say, guy, put a little poster up in the notice room, in the staff room, and be like, anyone got a spare room that they're willing to rent, let me know. Then you could end up moving in with, being roommates with one of your colleagues. Yeah, better than being in the hostel. You might not even have to go to the hostel or supported accommodation, okay? You're going to be all right. You're going to make it through. Don't sweat it. You're making the right choice. I'm proud of you. Stay positive, yeah? They don't want you to live your dreams. They want you to stay basic. They want you to hang around with gangbangers, drug dealers, and bust gun. No, you've seen too many die. You've seen too many fallen. You want a better life for you and your family. You want to break ancestral curses, and you're doing it. And yeah, it's going to be hard, a little bit sticky. If you get into it with a roommate, yeah, or you rent a room from someone, then you'll be better off because the hostel's going to bring your mood down. The supported accommodation will bring your mood down. But it's about you saving up the money now, making sure you've got enough money to do all of this, okay? Either way, whatever way you go, 3 months from now, you'll be better off. 3 years from now, your life will be unrecognizable. You'll be settled down. I see a man getting a wife and kids. White picket fence, wife and kids, nice area. You would have leveled up in your career. You would have been in a great place. You'll be financially stable. You have a little girl. Keep going. Don't look back. That life from the past ain't no life for you because you are destined for more, Pisces. So go and get it. And I'll be back soon with more.
Spaceman, I always wanted you to get to spaceman.